Hi, I'm Joel Crandall, and I'm the creator and developer of the Voila method. And one of the things I just want to talk about today, something popped up in my feed. I thought it was just a great meme, and it says, "Your own soul is your guru. Quiet the mind and listen to your higher self." Fantastic meme. Many don't know what that means, but so many people are quick to call themselves gurus, or they're looking outside of themselves for a guru to help or heal them. Straight up with you, I do not consider myself a guru. I do not even consider myself a guru of the Voila method. I am still learning the mastery of the Voila method and still developing. And I will be doing that until the day I die. That's just the way it is. So many people are like, oh, I go to this guru or I go to that guru, or no. What happens if you're going to a whole lot of different gurus is you got too many cooks in the kitchen. And what you are really doing is taking away from yourself. And many people do this, and a lot of gurus, I'm going to use that just, I hate the term, to be honest with you, but they will get these followers and like, oh, you have to take these psychedelic drugs so you can, open yourself up, and it's temporary until you create an experience for yourself. You will still not understand any experience that you had with psychedelic drugs. So it's a quick and easy way to get there. Yes, it's from organic plants usually that they use. I'm talking about ayahuasca and all these different kinds of things. But what you find is many people will start getting addicted to the high of the journey, and they really don't progress forward. So what we say in Voila, and this is what John McDermott is always saying, it's all about movement. But in Voila, when we say it's all about movement, we are not thinking just the physical, I am moving. We are talking about physically moving, emotionally moving, spiritually moving forward. Okay, we're always looking to move forward, to ascend. Okay, that's the optimal goal, is to ascend as high as you can in this lifetime. Yes, sometimes you do need someone to help you see your stuff. That's what friends are for, and that's what, people going to gurus is for, so they can show you some things that you may need to work on. So let's talk about truth for a moment, because so many people I hear so often, oh, this is my truth. I'm following my truth. And the God's honest truth is you have no idea what your truth is. You haven't found it. You haven't discovered it yet. You haven't found it for yourself. Okay. I was teaching a seminar, and at the beginning of the class, I asked them, what do you want out of this seminar? It's a level 2 seminar. And the person goes, I want enlightenment. So I looked at them. I said, are you sure? And they got upset with me. Just to be honest, they got upset with me. And it's not that I don't want them to get enlightenment. Oh, I do. But they weren't ready for it in that moment. And that's what I was referring to, because it takes a moment to, well, enlightenment it's a whole nother animal. Some people, when they do reach it or come close to it, they get scared. They get scared because they see their truth, and it's not what they expected it to be, and it's not who they think they are. So what they'll do is they'll get scared and they'll retreat back, and then they'll blame their guru or whoever, because life isn't exactly as maybe they thought it should be in their head, or the way they have been taught through the church or wherever else. And it's a big issue. And I understand that fear. Well, I don't truly understand that fear, but I can assist in guiding you through that fear to where it is not fearful. Okay. And that's why we're always talking about playing and stuff. When you read these memes about, my truth or my higher self, and you just got to listen to that. The key is, though, you must do that without ego. Now, we need ego because that's why we wake up in the morning. That's why we breathe. It's why our heart beats. But we get so caught up in this physical world that ego can take us over. And what it actually does is you think you are ascending, but your ego is actually keeping you where you are or pulling you back. It's a really fascinating thing to watch, a concept to wrap your head around. And I see this quite often, where someone will, I kind of can show them what their truth is because they really don't know. And when they do, they don't like it. And that's okay. We don't like everything about ourselves, and that's okay. But we don't have to beat ourselves up about it either. Okay. Notice it and go, maybe I can do better. Let's see. I'm curious, right? So that curiosity is what's going to help you ascend. That I know what I'm doing and I think of this and I think that, that is actually what is keeping you from not ascending. Okay. So understanding your truth isn't as easy as just saying, this is my truth. It is in that moment. But as you ascend, the picture starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And now your truth can change. So be open to your truth changing. Okay. I know for myself, I had an idea or a belief of certain things. I can't think of a specific example at the moment. I wish I could. But now my thought and idea on that is totally different now. So be open to making that change and being open to that change. I see Todd Giorgi just signed on. I just want to say hi to Todd because I had a great session with him where he realized he was trying to be perfect. And then he realized, well, God's not even perfect. Why am I trying to be perfect? And he saw the ridiculousness. Thank you, Todd, for making me try to say that word, of trying to be perfect. And then all the weight was lifted off of his shoulders. It was fantastic to watch. One of the things I want to talk about now too is also people are talking about, frequency and energy, and, everything is energy and everything has a frequency. That's, what energy is. And there's my boo, Flexi. He's getting better. So thank you for all your thoughts with him. But with frequency or energy, and people are using frequency disc, or they're using some sort of external tool to help them with their frequency. It's a Band-Aid, and sometimes Band-Aids are needed to get us to move forward, right? To close that old wound. But you don't have to keep using a Band-Aid. So with the Voila method, you will learn to organically and naturally change your frequency or your client's frequency. And you'll do this organically. And once they create the experience that they did it organically, it sticks. It sticks. So you don't need to put a Band-Aid on. You don't need to put a disc on. You don't need to use a machine. It's going to temporarily get them there, but not keep them there. Okay? So we teach how to organically change people's frequency. That's where the true healing is. It's not sticking a Band-Aid on something. Yes, use it to stop the bleeding, but now teach them how to ascend by changing their own frequency, changing their own thoughts. And this is what we do with the Voila method. And this is why we don't have any tools to sell you. We don't. This is your tool. And we actually not to think. So the tool is actually within you to just let go and be and find that flow. Once you get into that flow, everything becomes simple and easy and things just start coming to you. So I just want to talk to you because it was such a beautiful meme. Your own soul is your guru, meaning it's all within you. You don't have to go outside of yourself. You know, like I said, you can go outside of yourself to say, hey, you know, maybe if you can't be self-aware enough to, hey, I got this going on, a true friend will say, hey, this might be something you want to look at. All right, so that's what you know, going to somebody outside you is helpful because they can see things that maybe you can't see for yourself. But the key is that quiet that mind and listen to your higher self. I wrote an entire chapter about this in Shamanism in the New Millennium. You can find that on Amazon. Chapter in there is all about listening to your body to help you heal. One day I'll finish I'll turn that chapter into a complete book because it's just a fascinating topic. And that's really what the Voila method is all about quieting your own mind, becoming more self-aware, and to then in that moment, you're able to listen without that ego getting involved to saying, oh, well, this is my higher self, or this is my truth. You won't have to say that. You'll just know that it's your truth. And I see this all too often where people now know the key words to use and what they think you want to hear. And I call bullshit. And I just was working with someone and I'm like, look, I don't want to hear your story. I want to hear your truth. I don't want to hear your story. And they start back up and they start telling me a story. I go, stop. I don't want to hear your story because that's all it is. It's a story that you have made up. So we need to extract that story, give it a different perspective, and now put it back in and go, oh, now my truth has changed. So these are things you want to look at. This is what the Voila method really comes down to and what it's about. And I hope you enjoy this video, and thank you.